As we take in each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath, as we become more attuned, focused, and aware of the sacred rhythm of our in-breath and out-breath, we too begin to become in a great cosmic remembering of the great in-breath and out-breath, the breath of Brahma, in-breath of cycles, the rebirth of cycles, the ever-regeneration of cycles, and the great sacred in-breath and out-breath of all creation. We are reminded that we breathe in and breathe out the breath of Brahma, the breath of the divine that animates us, and indeed, we are part of the very consciousness of the Creator, in the mind of the Creator. And the aspect that we hold is precious, as is the Creator. And we now here, beloveds, as we gather together in one heart and one mind, in higher service to the divine, for each and every one of you, and as a great collective, creating this singularity to bring into focus once more and to integrate the consciousness layer forms of which we are a part into the ultimate of layering for a purpose, and that is to be the expression of the divine in its creative, original expansiveness, a seeding, if you will, that is seeded in unconditional love. And in this unconditional love holds the Ein Sof or the limitless light. And from the higher worlds, the paradise worlds, the crystalline worlds, the Shambhala worlds, so too this frequency, accessibility through the hearts and minds of the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. And we say to you, beloveds, whether you have come in with the sense of knowing from the very beginning of your birth and childhood, or in a great awakening that happened in the stream of your life, is that it has brought you to this moment in the absolute realization that you are so much more beyond the physical, mental, and emotional expression of a three-dimensional, three-density world. That indeed it is a remembering, a deep cosmic remembering, very deep in your cosmic memory, that you are here for reason, for purpose, and mission. And we say to you, beloveds, there are so many layers to souls incarnating into this world. And for various reasons, situations, and dynamics, they come into this world. But we speak to you specifically, pointedly, as light workers, starseeds, and wanderers, who maybe have felt uncomfortable in this world, who perhaps did not fit into the social narrative you were born into, that perhaps you have sensed from the beginning or at some point something is not quite right. And it is this part of you that continued to knock into the layers of your mind, to bring this part of you, this higher part of you, the soul pulse, the all-knowing that has you immortal, eternal, and expressed in so many ways, dimensions, realms, and expressions of the divine. That part of you that has been hidden for so long, as you are the great souls who have, because of their unconditional love, the ability to hold the light quantum, hold the core, They heard the call, the clarion call, to be of service, as it is in integration into their consciousness of service to others, that they hold a higher heart of compassion and unconditional love. Even in the darkest of times, in the most challenging of times, these great brave souls took upon themselves to not remember the magnificence of who they are and what they are connected to. And indeed, beloveds, we would say it was a chance, a gamble, as you may say, for the matrix, the illusion of the three-density material world of Gaia is indeed thick. And so it is with bravery, courage, and we would call the pioneering souls that took upon themselves to go ahead and risk not being able to find their way back as quickly or as steadily as they would want. But their love for God, the Creator, was so powerful, so strong, that their natural inclination always was to be to service to the divine. And so we say to you, those of you who hear the vibrations of these words, that there is a great, great hearkening of great joy, for a great time of reckoning is upon all of us. We say to you, beloveds, that you have done what you've come to do in fantastical ways, magical ways, and of great impact. For those who've said, no matter what it is you do and where you are, that you would anchor light wherever you are, that you would do your best to strive, to make known the unknown within yourselves, in your individual walk as well as your collective, that sensing and then putting into action those things that have come to you as inspiration or inclinations. And so we say to you, beloveds, that so many, no matter the steps, how many or how little, the movement in the decision-making frequency of doing the soul pulse calling you, even when things were not clear or perhaps even challenging, risking yourself in a world that would not understand, but yet having the courage and the fortitude, the sense of mission to move forward, none of the less. And so we say to you, beloveds, that from the smallest inclinations to make a step on your path of light, on your path of service, has rippled throughout the cosmos. Rippled throughout the cosmos in that the choices of many timelines that are converging in this moment as we share this information with you. Where it is in this moment, various timelines of which individuals sharing an environment or space may have completely different experiences of that one environment and space, even though they are there right next to the other. But this is what we say in all the possibilities and probabilities as conscious co-creators. We would say to you that the children of light upon the earth have chosen to align in their higher service of their heart of hearts, of their love of the divine, mission and service, have come into a vibrational frequency to anchor the cosmic Christ, the divine Maitreya. And this cosmic Christ timeline comes more powerful, anchoring ever steadily through the children of light upon the earth. The Christed timeline that brings in the golden age of peace and perfect balance, to bring in once again the memory of the immense diversity of this sacred planet, and in the higher understanding the symbiotic relationships of it, and that it is all one. Indeed, beloveds, one organism within another organism within another and another and another. For each organism, each soul pulse, each light plays the creative role. And no matter, all things intertangle, all things interconnect and impact one on the other. And we say to you, and we have said, that as you co-create now, as you bring forth from a place of duality and great density to come to a place of ascension in raising the frequency and the understanding of oneness of all things, is a feat to be admired, and is by the collective of the cosmic consciousness, this aspect of itself, being able to bring into the manifestation of consciousness of oneness and raising the frequency of a dense world. So we say to you, our beloved brothers and sisters, great masters of co-creation, that indeed there is great admiration and support for all you have done lifetime after lifetime, currently, and in bringing about a timeline that would bring the experience and the heart dreaming of so many sentient beings, not only upon the sacred earth, but beyond the earth, for the great entanglement of the great sun of Helios Vesta. And in this ascension comes the great healing, the purification, and the great balance. It brings into all timelines, past, present, and future, into one glorious singularity of the cosmic Christ, the divine Maitreya, the golden age, the oneness, and bringing forth another Shambhala world, a Shambhala world of balance, perfect peace, great diversity, integration of the oneness of it all, ever exploring, but with a sense of unity, oneness, respect, kindness, integration in societies, organizations, within an organization, within an organization. And we say to you, beloveds, there is a sensing, a feeling, and a knowing of this. It seems familiar. And as you go deep into the very aspects of your beingness, held within the very DNA, atomic and subatomic levels of yourself, you will find the great treasures. You will find the great treasures that you know of. And as in a great buried treasure, you will find the location. And when you find that location, you bring onto you again the great awakening within yourself, and thus the awakening of the human consciousness upon the earth. And as the human consciousness awakens, so too all the great kingdoms of the sacred earth. It then brings back into the original Eden tree the higher branches in alignment with the higher celestial realms of ascended worlds, beckoning and bringing forth the great Gaia, but not just Gaia, but her brothers and sisters who evolve and revolve around the great sun of Helios Vesta. Indeed, beloveds, it is a great ascension plan way beyond the earth. But we say to you, as we have said to you in the past, the point, the focal point, where all attention and intention looks at the children of the earth who have not forgotten, who carry great codes of cosmic consciousness, history, and possibilities. And so it is they who have the ability to make a choice, but of which so many have chosen to follow their soul pulse, even without the greater understanding, and in many cases, with great challenges. But yet to move forward and onward, making known the unknown, ever unfolding as a lotus, higher consciousness awareness, who you are, why you are here, and what you are capable of doing. We say to you, dear brothers and sisters of the light, dear ones of the spiritual hierarchy, the ones who said, I will serve upon the earth itself in a three-density world, in a world I'm not as familiar with, but my compassionate heart and my love of the divine pulls me into its gravitational pull. And it is my commitment that as I walk this path, that I will unfold and remember who I am. And as I do, I then begin to raise my frequency and my longing to be back home. And on my path of finding home, the celestial realms, the ascended realms, I bring the journey of all life upon the earth. And for those who have forgotten, for those that are deep within the matrix of a three-dimensional world, and the constructs and the perimeters and the limitations of such a world, that I, as I commit my path to walk onward and forward, will lift the frequency and bring illumination into the hearts and minds of so many who have forgotten. That I will move forward and bring forth a higher frequency of unconditional love that will heal those in need of great healing, that will comfort those that are gripped in fear and agony. That I make this commitment to myself, that as I do this and move forward, there is a great horizon that now can be seen as the ascended earth. And I see this earth with such splendor and magnificence in its higher vibrational frequency, where all kingdoms integrate, work together in one holistic expression. Respect, understanding, ever exploring, anchored in a great happiness and deep-seated joy. I walk this path of light in the way only I can, for I am unique. No one can replace me, as I am a unique creation of the divine. And so it is for me to do my part in only the way I can, along with my other brothers and sisters and streams of consciousness, to do the same, to create the tipping point, the ascension point, the connecting point of the great ascension journey we are committed to do. See here now, there is a great, beloved Shekinah presence. It is the movement of the divine in its feminine form. See clearly in the middle of your spiritual eye a white dove with outstretched wings. And as you can see clear this, anchor it, the frequency within you and around you, as it is a gift from the higher worlds of the celestial realms of light, the realms of peace, the realms of perfect balance, the realms of purification. And as you see this clearly in your spiritual eye, you hold this not only for yourself, you hold it for this community of light workers, star seeds and wanderers, together collectively holding it throughout the earth and all of her kingdoms and all of her expressions. We hold now the movement and the presence of the sacred frequency of the divine from the higher realms of light, the crystalline cities of light, the great Shambhala worlds, the great paradise worlds, the worlds we sense and remember through the symbol of the white dove with outstretched wings. Each and every single in-breath and out-breath moves its frequency throughout the earth, moving into the atmosphere, into the stratosphere, moving into all of Earth's elements, moving into the waters of all kinds, of all magnitudes, of all sizes, moves through the great mineral kingdom and into the bowels of the earth, into the very center of the crystalline core, moving through the great guardians and gatekeepers, moving into the layers of the sacred earth body, moving upon the surface, into the great valleys and mountains, into jungles and deserts. It moves unstoppable as the children of light upon the earth hold the vision of peace, perfect balance, and purification. And so there is a great healing, balancing, moving in and throughout the sacred earth. Hold your positions. Shabaha Hamayan, Shabaha Hamayan, Shabaha Hamayan. And now the thought of the return has come. And as such, all the radiant ones, all streams of consciousness creating this singularity and higher service of the divine, all begin to draw in their electromagnetic field as we know to draw in ours. Again, the sacred symbol of the white dove, outstretched wings, continues to vibrate and move among the earth and beyond the earth as we set forth our intentions to continue this in our sleep state. We now begin to draw in our electromagnetic field, and we bring forth the intention to be fully back awakened and anchored in our physical body, grounded to the earth on the count of 3, knowing that we can tap into this frequency layering at any time, and the accessibility of our family of light ever present and around us. On the count of 3, we will be back awake, alert, and we will be grounded. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.